Children are like little seeds packed with potential to bloom into beautiful, unique trees with the right nurture and care. Good morning. My name is Medha Jalan. I'm an architect with a master's in designing for kids and toys. And today I will be sharing my views on designing for children and the impact it has on their development. As designers, our role is to facilitate the right environment and the right tools for little children to bloom and blossom. When designing for children in schools, we need to start with a few important base factors such as the age group, the curriculum, the space available on site, and the vision of the founder and the school team. I truly believe in the process of keeping the child in the center of the design. I truly believe in the process of design where we keep the child at the center of the design process. We then follow the process of co-design involving all the different stakeholders into the process. The teachers, the founders, the caregivers, and the school team are the different areas and the different influence circles on the child. Here, I would like to bring to your notice and your attention that design is a process, a journey step by step to reach a final cohesive result. By co-design, we mean that inputs and requirements of all the stakeholders are taken into account and taken into consideration at different stages of the process of design. This is to ensure smooth functioning in all aspects once the design is implemented. In schools, there are several specific areas which need individual aspects of design. Right from the entrance all the way to the classrooms, ancillary facilities, the in-between spaces, each need a special treatment. We'll start from the entrance. The entrance is the space where the child transitions into a new environment. It is extremely important to design the experience for the child. A sense of familiarity, simplicity of the access, easy intuitive signage are some ways to create a safe and familiar atmosphere for the child. Elements of greenery or the familiar school mascot could be other ways to add to the welcoming feel. Circulation is a very important aspect of the complete design. As a child moves to defined spaces like the classrooms or the activity rooms, the space in between and the movement within these spaces is very crucial too. A sense of ease is very important here to ensure intuitive movement for children and the teachers alike. Straight and short corridors, color mapping, easy signage are some ways to ensure ease of movement and circulation. The classrooms, of course, are the most vital space where the children spend a majority of their time. The classroom environment serves as a backdrop for the learning the child has for a major part of their day. I cannot stress enough the importance of well-designed furniture in a classroom. Furniture which allows flexibility of formations, especially for the lower classrooms. I cannot stress enough the importance of well-designed furniture in a classroom. Furniture which allows the flexibility of formations, especially in the early years, adds immense potential of creating spaces for learning and to aid the learning process. Correct ergonomics supports good posture from an early age. In these growing years, non-toxic materials and safety detailings are the complete non-negotiables for our precious children. Easy to maintain surfaces also ensure health and hygiene for all. Utilities, which include the ancillary spaces, are also extremely important and should be well designed within schools. A well-designed washroom fosters a positive attitude towards self-care and hygiene right from an early age. The correct fixtures installed at the ergonomically correct height ensure that children are free to use all the safety and hygiene equipment in the right way. It ensures proper health and hygiene for our little ones. Signage in the school should be intuitive, easy to decipher, and legible from a reasonable distance. Color mapping Iconography, bold fonts, and simple names allow children and visitors to be at ease and use the spaces with their natural reflex. The play space, of course, is the heart of the school. Play is serious business when it comes to children. As people in the field of education, as parents, and as adults who have once been kids, we all know that play is something which shapes our personality, aids the learning process, and creates the foundation for lifelong relationships. The space that fosters this important activity is extremely vital to be well designed. The space designed to facilitate play in small groups or alone would suit the freedom of choice which is essential to play. Play spaces should include tools to foster both gross motor and fine motor skills. As per age groups using the space, little pockets of different activities specific to the age groups could be created, allowing certain amount of free interaction while also creating little zones. The library, which is again a very important part of the learning. The library is also a very important seat of learning. The bookshelves, the seating, the open spaces in the library all come together to facilitate the activities of the children and teachers in the space. For book storage, the ease of access of books is an important consideration as it cultivates curiosity and allows children the freedom to choose and access all types of books at reachable height. At the same time, segregation of more elaborate books, such as the encyclopedias or research books, can allow a demarcation which allows teachers to access these books and share them as per requirement. The seating and open areas should be ideally designed to facilitate solo reading as well as group activities such as storytelling or book discussions. The activity rooms, such as the music rooms, indoor games room, yoga room, or other several activities which each curriculum facilitates, are also vital spaces encouraging all-round development for the children. These spaces, if designed for flexibility, allows open-ended activities to continue and serve as the ideal backdrop for a variety of activities, including parents, teachers, and the children. Each school, as I mentioned before, caters to different curriculums, sometimes a blend of curriculums as well. Each founder and school team has its own unique vision, and as designers, we add our experience and skills to bring to life the vision to life as a team. Design is a vast subject which allows us to mold and create for each situation uniquely. Design has the power to impact the behavior and habits of its users. When used correctly in this vulnerable age, design can be used as a powerful tool to support and foster the development of children. Thank you.